have to really abuse your movement in this matchup, give Wario less opportunities to camp you out for waft. And I think on paper, Diddy wins this matchup,
Yeah.
but let's see what Haze can make happen here against Coggles as we get into game 1, where the best games happen here on PS2.
Yes, sir. And that is how we're going to kick it off. PS2 is the name of the stage. Diddy and Wario, the name of the characters. And Haze and Coggles, the name of the players. As we get into game 1, I mean, like you mentioned, it's all about getting these stocks early. And Haze wants to get rid of at least 1 or 2 stocks as early as possible against Wario, because at least one thing is guaranteed is we're gonna see this game go at least above 2 minutes, and every 2 minutes that waft is fully charged. So unless Coggles has a game plan of utilizing that strong waft early, we could be seeing that waft become a comeback mechanic and potentially just be the reason that Haze may or may not be able to take this set. But it's all about these early stocks, and hopefully Haze has something under his belt. He does have the Wario experience in his favor.
As you said, right, when you're playing against Wario, you kind of just have to assume that it's a 2-stock game until they miss that waft off, because it will just kill you at any percent. Haze, though, has done such a good job of really playing around Banana, but not relying on it, utilizing it to bait out Coggles, using it to catch his landings, and more rather than threatening him directly, using it to trap Coggles' movement and abusing the more versatile burst movement options that Diddy Kong has, really, in order to maintain stage control in this matchup, even though the percents might suggest a closer start to this game so far.
Yeah, and the thing about this matchup, I mean, despite, Wario being able to pack a punch, it's really hard when you have to actually get in Diddy's face, where if the Diddy's holding shield, if you're close enough to where Diddy can just scoop you up with the side Bs or even with the banana, you're not really in a favorable position. This could be the stock, it will be the stock, and it will be Haze getting first blood, getting rid of the bike.
Yeah, no, you just want to get rid of the bike in that situation because of its ability to extend hitboxes, right? When you connect with a shield, when you connect with an item or something else, crafting table like bike, like, it's going to keep hitboxes more active. Haze doing a Haze unfortunately losing his stock there. Coggles doing a really good job, and now finding the conversions as well, racking on the damage, and with waft online, Haze has to be a little scared here. However, it looks like Coggles is maybe considering using it. Never mind, I was about to say he was looking like maybe he was going to save it for the next stock, but found the opening in the corner and just said, you know what? We take those.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, one thing I noticed about that first stock in general was Haze took a little too long to take that stock, and that is just the unfortunate reality of Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong does struggle to kill if you're not able to edge guard properly, and I mean, the way that Coggles been playing, playing at the corner, waiting for his chances to strike, but Haze finally putting himself back on the board and, tacking on a bit of damage can definitely even things back out.
I don't even know that Diddy actually really struggles to kill that much in a lot of matchups, but against Wario, or with how fast his air drift is, right? He is a character that's weirdly hard for Diddy to plan down, combined with the fact that Coggles has been playing a very defensive game plan, right? Really trying to fight with waft as his win condition, and Haze's struggles as a player to convert these stocks has really kind of twisted a matchup that might be Diddy favored a little bit more in Coggles' favor, and he's been taking full advantage so far, but now Haze has an opportunity here at the corner to even things up. However, Coggles doing a really good job finding his way out. What do you think? What do you think is coming next, Gabe?
Well, finally, we're going to see the stock coming out and evening things back out at 2 stocks apiece, but that waft is almost fully charged. We should be seeing it within the next 30 seconds, depending if this game even goes that much longer. But I know I mentioned before that Diddy does struggle to kill, but the reason I'm saying that is that we've seen 2 stocks go above 150. Coggles' survivability has been playing a key factor as to why we may potentially be seeing 2 fully charged wafts on deck for the rest of this game if Coggles does not choose to kill with anything else. But right now, Haze showing signs of life, utilizing all the good tools. The banana and the side Bs, the monkey flips are just working right now as Haze is working his way back up.
But now you had Wario with a banana there. It got scary for a second, and Coggles is doing so good at just forcing Haze to respect the potential of a waft coming out at any point, either from a conversion or just from a raw hit. You can see how scared Haze not even is playing, but just kind of has to play in this situation. And yeah, he's racking up damage, but is it too little too late? Because you've already let Wario get 2 wafts And your win condition here isn't to keep the stock as much as it's just to bait out this waft and then start going in. Because until that point, you literally cannot extend. You cannot put yourself in the position to even trade.
Oh, interesting option right there from Coggles as he loses the waft now. But interesting that he went for the down tilt and not go for a dash attack, trying to go for an F tilt. I see the conversion. It definitely would have gotten the kill. But Haze now fighting back, now practically evening things back out with one good conversion, one good little usage of the banana. If he's able to play his cards right, can definitely take the stock, but no, not the trip.
Yeah, he was just a little bit slow on finding that down tilt. It would have been very close to the game at max rage, but maybe not just yet. But the barrels is gonna do it, killing off the top. He's managing to close it out, and really the story, as you said, was that down tilt into F tilt conversion attempt, right? It wasn't the traditional down tilt dash attack that was true. Coggles trying to catch Haze, being scared of the waft, right? You expect waft in that position and saying, actually, I'm gonna mix you with something else. I'm gonna get you with a different option. When he didn't fall for that, Coggles kind of panicked and said, okay, I'm just gonna waft, which Haze again expecting and doing a really good job baiting it out. And once it was gone, you saw Haze go from I'm not gonna let you hit me to you're never resetting to neutral again.
Yeah.
And really good stuff from him. Getting into game number 3 now here on Town and City. What do you think?
Now, if I were anybody else, I would think that this is Haze's counter pick and that he lost the game, but this is actually Coggles' counter pick, and this is one of the stages that if you know Haze, you know this is one of his favorite stages. He's going to take you here if you do not ban this stage. If not FD, of course. You do love to see the flat layout, no platforms if you're Diddy Kong. So this stage does benefit Diddy Kong, but however, we could be seeing a lot of early stocks being taken now in favor of Coggles as well. Now killing from the top is almost not as much of an option for both these characters. Killing from the side, I mean, you're seeing the damage output right now in Coggles' favor. He can definitely be sealing these stocks a lot earlier.
Yeah, no, as you said, right, like, one of Diddy's best kill options is that frame 5 up smash. He does have fair and back air, but he has to put you in the corner for that. Wario is a little bit stronger at killing off the ledge, and the larger space on stage allows Coggles to camp more effectively for waft, allows him to play the defensive game plan he was really looking for that was so close to working game 1 on PS2. So even though, as you said, this is one of Haze's favorite stages, and I'm sure Coggles knows that, I understand the stage counter pick. I understand what he's looking for here in this matchup.
No, yeah, it's literally just a testament of who is going to get these stocks earlier, and like it. I mean, it's not very common you get to see a Diddy Kong live for as long as Haze has been living, but these last few stocks that we saw from game 1 even to this game now, you know, you're seeing the survivability of Haze as that up smash, despite having the rage, did not convert until the second one does the trick.
Yeah, no, that was the Town and City ceiling blast zone being higher that you talked about before coming in handy. And one of the things I want to, just want to mention is how patient Haze has been playing so far tonight. It's a huge level up. Normally we see his inability to stay patient be his downfall, and you have to wonder if finding that set over Ping Fresh, right? A matchup whereas you have to play incredibly patient, and kind of allowed him to really say, okay, I can do this. I can play in this situation. I don't have to approach. And really, we're seeing the start of a major Haze level up in progress.
Nice catch coming out from Coggles, catching Haze in the middle of the barrel shot. And I mean, good stuff. Finally put himself on the board, and he also has full waft on deck for at any point. Like we mentioned before, when you're going against Wario, it is practically a 2-stock game for you. But the patience right now, the adaptability of being able to wait it out and force your opponent to have to go in because you have the lead. I love the awareness and the situational game coming out from Haze, but it doesn't even matter as the stock just barely living it out. But even then, now the damage in terms of percentages is favored in Coggles.
Yep, but only 1 or 2 hits away, and Diddy is going to be very able to find that with a conversion, even just a barrels. And again, that was the upper limit, that upper blast zone of Town and City actually backfiring on Coggles there, right? Haze opting to DI up, knowing he would survive there off that waft, and now Coggles has to start finding another one. And at 4 minutes when that was taken, he's still a ways away from finding his second waft. He has to be smart here, and he has to stay alive. And this, even though the percents are pretty even, and even though Haze is down a stock, if Haze can even this up quickly, it's still pretty, this game is still pretty much in his favor.
Yeah, I mean, it's anybody's game to win, and at any point in time, Haze can definitely make the comeback as long as he's able to find these conversions, but the person finding conversions right now is Coggles, as he has him in the driver's seat, sitting at practically 50% as the stock just barely enough to get it.
Yep, and now with only 50% and behind, he's absolutely right. We're already seeing him go back to even now. Coggles having to find a way down. Beautiful barrels to get out of the corner, just reset the situation. And Coggles is scrambling, trying to find something happen, trying to deal with this sudden aggression of Haze here. But as we see 250, 245 now on the clock, we're starting to approach this waft. You see Coggles recognizing that, you see him starting to attack less, starting to whiff punish, starting to get Haze a little bit scared and looking for those falling up airs. Coggles is watching the clock, but there was the half waft and he put it all on black and it turned out red.
Oh, it's so unfortunate if you're Coggles right now, because now you don't have your win tool to get the stock, but the beautiful drift on the upbeat, evading that forward smash from connecting. We still have a Wario that can pack a punch and can kill very early if they find the right hit. And with a banana on hand, you don't want to be in the situation. And oh my God, is that the stock?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
What?
There are, with an F smash,
Wow.
so incredibly strong horizontally, even with that upward CI, Coggles trying to aim for that upper blast zone. In DIing up, right, you're also increasing LSI, you're also increasing your knockback speed, and with how fast Warrior's air acceleration is, holding LSI up increases his knockback speed more, gonna send him a little bit further, and actually gonna make him die sooner, so even that upper blast zone doesn't benefit him as much. And just off of Banana too, right? Banana is so incredibly good, it's transcendent, and it's an item. It just allows you to threaten a combo from pretty much anywhere out of pretty much any position.
Yeah, I mean, being able to slight charge your forward smash as well was also the win factor right there in that final stock that Haze got. But, I mean, good stuff to both those players. They both played very dominantly, really showcased what they're all about with their respective characters. Coggles, I do see him going on a run, as well as Haze. I mean, he's one step closer to making top 8 of winner's side, so hopefully we can see that happen. If not, you know, there's always the loser's bracket. But to keep you guys updated with what's been going on,